Before this project come here, we are struggling because there is no job here. So, come this project, it's about 6 years here at this village. Now, we're doing jobs here. Even me, I'm talking about me, I have a car now because of this project.
My visit to pay the project was an eye-opener, where I saw people who have been empowered from basically nothing to owning the potential businesses. And they've been given the opportunity to grow the businesses.
Before we get this project, we got nothing to do. Yeah, we were walking around. We got nothing to do. And then after we get this project, we had something to do because we took our children to school. We bought the cars. We got something, we built houses, some of us. All those people who are following the instructions.
The project has definitely given people who will never be employed anywhere else, for the fact that they are not that young, they are illiterate, but now they are running their own businesses. Also women who do not have the skill of looking after cattle, but surprisingly they are looking after ostriches and doing amazingly well.
When I get involved in this project, I managed to build the other house, a big rondavel in my yard, and to take my children to school. I think last season, I managed to get 44,000. That is a huge profit for me.
What I like about the Clean Karoo International is empowering people with support.
KKG made a decision that we do need ostrich producers from the previous disadvantaged communities to support our industry. And we were approached by the then MEC of the Eastern Cape. The Eastern Cape has always been a very good stronghold for ostrich production, and we decided that this can be a commercially viable enterprise, and it had a good roots, ground roots with good mentorship, a good project manager, and an ideal location. And the farmers were also committed to ostrich production.
Suddenly the pieces of the puzzle started to come together, and something which has never been accomplished before became reality. And it's also been very, very fulfilling and very satisfying, working with pretty much illiterate and unschooled people and generating an opportunity for them to run a business at their level in such a way that they can actually generate income and profit for themselves and make a difference to their lives, change the quality of their lives as a result of the work that I've been doing.
If you look around the community, you'll just see the ostrich farmers, they have the painted houses, the houses built with brick. Some of the guys have even bought themselves buckies and taxis, and they're building a business. And they're also looking after their children, because most of the money that I realized actually goes for school fees, school funds, support for bursaries, and it's all to do with their own children. So the economy of the community is being uplifted, and there's a lot of money flowing in. I think last year it was over 600,000 Rand flowing into this economy, this rural economy that wasn't there previously.
We provide three key things for them to be able to succeed. The first one is the inputs. And those inputs come in the form of feed, chicks, medicines, as well as technical advice. The inputs are not just tangible inputs, they're also intellectual inputs. And part of those inputs, obviously, the technical advice, but the mentorship component that drives and runs this whole program is far more than someone standing there and saying, at a technical level, this is a wrong decision. It's much more holding that person accountable for his actions. So what the mentor does and what the process of mentorship does in what I'm doing is really bringing accountability to the farmer.
You must be careful when you're in this project because of other people. They make a profit, other people, they make a loss. Why are you making a loss? If you're making a loss, you must know you're selling a feed. You don't listen to from the mentor.
If you don't want to follow the mentor instructions or the management instruction, you are going to lose because you are not going to get all what you're supposed to get because you are not following what you must follow.
The inputs that we supply are obviously correctly geared, correctly priced inputs for the farmer to make a success. The training and the mentorship component brings not only technical advice, but it brings accountability. And then the third thing is that I facilitate the markets and tie the markets in and the funders in ways that all the stakeholders are playing the same game on the same field with the same goals.
So day-to-day task is we don't interfere with anything. We have a mentor, black mentors that have been farming with ostriches previously, and they look at the farmers and support them and give us feedback. And on a monthly basis, we just look at performance reports, how good they are performing, mortalities, anything like that, and then we will give input on those production parameters that we feel that are outside performances.
So I'll go and visit the farmer, and we'll do a written report when I'm there of exactly what his situation is. We'll tick it and come to some conclusion and say, right, we've established that this fence shouldn't have been laying down, that feed trough should have been full of water, this water trough shouldn't have been empty, etc. Let's agree right now that these are things you've done wrong. We sign it, the farmer signs it. Following time when I arrive there, if those things that farmer acknowledged that he was doing incorrectly the past time, if we find those things in the same state, what we're then doing is we're bringing accountability. We're saying, you're not following the advice that you're being given, and as a result, you're jeopardizing your potential to succeed. And that accountability is invaluable in a project like this. There are a number of things that all mesh together to make the project work, but there has to be a driver. And essentially, I'm the driver in this case. I'm the one who's saying, listen, there's potential here. Identify communities, go out there, go and talk to community leaders. I'm the one who's going out there saying, listen, we've got a project we can run in your area. Your climate is suited. Would you guys be interested? We get the buy-in of the community by invitation. We get in there, we make a proposal, we invite people, then we measure commitment. Those people that really want to make a difference in their lives, we go with them and we push them beyond where they ever thought they could go.
My second son has got his own farm here, so that means the project is growing. And even the community is very happy to see the farmers committed in this project.
What the representatives from Klein Karoo has done as well is engage all the other stakeholders, the local municipality and the provincial representatives. And the important thing there is to get the whole social development and the social aspect of that community going. Because yes, of course, it's great having a job, but it would also be wonderful if there was a school and there was some sport and you know, the community as a whole could benefit and prosper like any thriving community should.
Why I think this project works is that you have industry, a leading role player in industry being involved and being fully committed to the farmers. We're giving them a true price of their product, and they determine the price for themselves because it's all about quality.
The core of what we're doing is we're bringing accountability, and in a lot of ways one has to be a bit fearless to do that. You've got to be able to step into a situation that most people would run away from, and you need to confront people, and you need to look at what the outcomes are and be quite objective as opposed to subjective and emotional. So you need to look at what the outcomes are, and you need to be hard on what the outcomes are that you want. And we've got farmers here that have been going with us for 10 years now who actually have come really to appreciate that approach, in the sense that they know when they're chopping off and when they're doing the wrong thing, and when they succeed, and the sense of achievement and dignity that they have as a result is a reward for them, not just for us. and the consequence of that is profit.
But now we have 20 farmers contributing to economy of scale. And their income that they receive is that they get a small stipend to sustain them through the 12-month production period. And when they get their money at the end of the period, all costs, all expenses are deducted.
There is hope that the sustainability is there if you are looking at the business model used, where farmers take ownership of all the activities happening on their business. That's where the sustainability comes. And with my little knowledge and views that I've had from the participants of the project, that there is really hope, there is a change, the project changed their lives. They can attest to say this is a very good project for them to be supported. And that's why probably as a department will take charge in leading the project because farmers are happy with what they've seen so far.
I have a big passion, and I think why the company also has a big passion for this project is that the people are taking accountability and they're being responsible for their own future. And we are just there to guide them and to provide them with a takeoff, with the agreement that we will take their birds, that they're not exposed to the speculative market. To me, my passion is just to see how these people actually contribute to their community's well-being and the upliftment of their community.
The ultimate objective of empowerment is mainstream commercialization of a farmer, because that is what empowerment should be. It's a step towards. They then have their own operation, they export directly. A little bit early to be talking of a vision of that nature, but the primary purpose of empowerment is to provide that structure, that enablement, that enables the true entrepreneur to ultimately stand on their own legs as a business enterprise.
The project, one can say, has provided the positive impact that is needed in people's lives.
Those that are skeptical, one, we can do it. It is possible. We've proved now, not just in a short time, but over a period of 10 years, with massive challenges in the worst industry that you could possibly be in, that it can be done. But it needs a little bit of a different approach, and it needs a little bit of a step outside of our comfort zone, a step outside of what's traditional, what we've done for the last 20 years, or 40 years, or 2 generations, or 5 generations. And really reaching out beyond our boundaries enables us to touch the lives of those around us. And we've got something to offer. Each one of us has something to offer. And we need to find what that is. And maybe it's in a soup kitchen, or maybe it's in making bricks. In my case, it's farming with ostriches for small-scale farmers. But each one of us can make a difference. And we need to get out there and make a difference. Because without that, we may as well pack up and go to Australia.
On the egg side of things, where I have physically seen people who are recently employed to process the eggs. Now, the place where they are working, I'll personally equate to a very sophisticated laboratory where there are machineries to cut the eggs and put into the designs that they want. The project has got massive potential. The products are really first-grade products. They are experienced people. One of them who's appointed as a project manager has been running his own company. So he brings with him a wealth of experience.
We've started here a carving project to learn people from the community that have no jobs, they have no experience, to show them the carving business. The main thing is to show them how to do the egg, how to get a good quality egg. When they got a good quality egg that we can carve, then I show them here how to draw up the egg. Later on start carving the egg, go to the wassers, they do the finishing project, and then it's ready for exported. At the end of the day, you got these homeless people that did have nothing. They now every second week have a salary to take home to their families. They can provide food for them. So yeah, so most of the things they need in life, they're gonna get from working for it.